welcome to the knowledge series for YogaKshema. I am joined by Dr Usha, the founder of YogaKshema Rehabilitation and Wellness Center. Today's session we will be covering mindful parenting. A lot of parents of my age, parents of teenagers, because this is also an age where a child is building the career, building its own future, and the question that keeps coming up is, how do I build resilience in my child? How do I build confidence in my child? How do I get my child to be persistent, to be determined? Obviously, may not be the right age to ask this question, but child is 18 and these are important questions because this is really the determinant between a successful and non-successful career. So how do we answer that particular question from parents, Auntie?
About the teenagers, Summit, building confidence and building resilience, it is all about helping them to develop a mindset set for accepting failure. Only when they push themselves, will they be able to get that confidence. Not by not failing, one can develop confidence, as we know. When we push ourselves to the limit and then we need to not get what we want, and from there we develop the confidence.
Well, that's an amazing insight, which is about accepting failure. And I see it personally in India. As a teenager, and even probably before teenage, I see that whenever there is an opportunity to participate, the fear of failure or the reluctance to accept failure is preventing her from taking part. And hence, you only take part when you're absolutely sure that the outcome works for your favor. How do you kind of work towards making a child accepting of failure?
Samit, this is such an important question, a deep question. Honestly, I don't have an answer. And even the parents don't have an answer, because this is the question I get from many different cultures wherever I go, and different age children too. We don't know why this is happening. One of the reasons, my opinion, is probably because of social media. They see everything perfect and nice, including the vacation photos, and that is where, without that knowledge, this is what is happening. So keeping this in mind, we need to make our kids as a part of the solution, not just see this as a challenge. We need to give her enough evidence based on science, how somebody's work, like Carol Dweck's work, where she has made a career out of studying mindset, and especially with children too, how developing a growth mindset is so important. And only people, not just only people or kids with a fixed mindset will avoid failures, or taking, not even risk, taking newer ways of steps and learning. So ultimately they are the ones who are
so we have to create
hurting.
that mindset
So
shift.
first, even if it is theoretical basis, somehow we need to introduce this and ask the how can we help. This is the healthy way, natural way, and the best way, not just for you as a teenager, for the rest of your life, and not just your life, for your next generation, for your kids. Because if we continue with this mindset, it is the next generation which will be affected.
Understood.
So we need to make them as part of that. So maybe
so conceptually introduce the growth mindset versus fixed mindset.
Yeah, and then probably build confidence, not in a competitive setup, but in a non-competitive setup. This happens because they are also very sensitive kids, and it's not that they are looking for perfection, but they don't want to fail. There is a combination of that.
Understood.
So sometimes just with parents this may not be enough. We have to create opportunities, we have to create circumstances wherein the kid would naturally develop confidence and win, so that when the time comes, push comes to shove, they will be able to accept failure. you.